Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can very easily make any type of pattern you want out of paper. Now, I was shown this technique by Tom Latney. We were using it for some other pieces, but it's a very handy technique. I'm sure it's been around for a really long time, but I'm going to show you how to make this a canvas leaf right here. Make your own template, so this way you can make your own hard template. I call this a soft template. And we're going to make a hard template out of this eventually of a piece of stainless steel. It's back here. So I'll cut all that out there. But I want to show you how to get to this point and be able to get all of these nice and even the easy way. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So first things first, we need to take and draw up this piece here. Now it's nice if you already have something printed off, so this way you can just go ahead and draw it all out. If you find something online you like, a form that's put in a 2D plane, excuse me, a little tired today. It's really easy to take and just take a screenshot and then print that out and cut it out yourself. That way, that's one easy way of doing it. But let's say you want to take and make your own original work. The easiest way to do this is to take a piece of paper. You don't even have to take the whole piece of paper. You can take part of the piece of paper and fold it in a third, like so. Just so this way we're conserving a little bit of paper. That way we can have a little bit left over. And what we're going to do is we're only going to draw 1/2. Again, if you guys done some art and stuff, you've probably already know how to do this type of thing. But basically you have to think about how you're going to draw out 1/2 of whatever it is that you're doing. In this case, we're just going to go ahead and draw out something simple for sake of time on this demonstration. But we're going to just draw out, I don't know. We're going to go real simple here. Come all the way in here. Leave a little bit of space. Remember, whatever space you leave here is going to be doubled. Okay? And then we're going to come out with a little barb here. Draw it back in again. Remember, whatever space you leave here is going to be doubled, so we're going to come back up a little further. We don't want it to come down that far. Going back again. Same thing. Wash, rinse, repeat, right? And now I'm just going to finish it off just like so and give it a fairly long stem that kind of flares out at the end, right? So now we have effectively 1/2 of what we are going to end up making. And for those that are pretty astute there, you're going to know what comes next. Now we're going to cut this out, just like you see it here, starting whichever way that seems best to you. I'm going to cut out this piece here. You can cut just to the inside line or just to the outside line, whichever one makes you feel more comfortable. The important thing is to make sure that you follow the outside of this. Do not snip all the way through. I've done that before where I've lost track of what I was doing. I just kept cutting and then snip and ruined my whole template and I had to redraw everything. I'm starting from the front of the leaf. I'm going to cut this out here. And I'll apologize if this kind of dances in and out of focus here. It's kind of hard to cut and keep away from the camera without my big nugget being in front of the camera here. So we're going to cut that out and go around. Again, you can start seeing why I call this a soft template. Soft template is, again, it's just a piece of paper. This could be cardstock if you want to beef it up a bit, but I don't worry about wasting the money on that. This is just copy paper that I'm using. I'm not going to waste the money on cardstock because I'm going to end up cutting this out of a piece of stainless or a piece of mild steel at a later date. So now, all that's left is we just open it up. And voila, there's your template. The other benefit to this is if you notice here, right down through the center, we have a good center line point that we can strike off and add some indicators on our metal as well as what's the center point line, right? So if I lay this template down on there and I say, okay, I'm going to make this template someday, and I want that, it's usually good to have a Sharpie, a little bit, a thinner, narrower Sharpie, one of those little thin ones would be good. But say I want to make this, I'm going to line it up to the edge, and then I'm just going to draw in the negative space as much as possible as I go along here. Try to keep the template straight, just hold it down, and we're going to transfer that pattern right onto our steel, what will become our hard template. It's important to keep these hard templates around just because you never know when you can add a variety of these elements to your ironwork, and you'd be like, man, I wish I had a template of that thing that I drew that was so great, you know, 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Or you'll have a repeat client that'll say, hey, I want something that matches that exactly. Later on, you're like, oh man, I only did a one-off of those. I don't know if I can make an exact replica of something there. So again, just something to keep in mind, a little handy tip there. Make up these templates and then save them. It doesn't take up much space. You can lay them flat in a drawer or a box somewhere, a cardboard box up in the attic. They really don't take up a ton of space, but you'll be super glad you did if you ever have repeat, as I repeat, client work. If you have repeat client work, it'll become very handy to you. So now I can just shift this template ever so slightly, and I can put an indicator for the top and shift this template up so slightly, and I can put an indicator for center line on bottom, and boom, now I've got a center line. Also, just a real quick method, since you're already here, you can take a piece of paper, that same paper that you're making the templates out of, and you just use it as a good straight edge to take and go ahead and draw your center line down your piece from your soft template. And there you have it. So now you can create a soft template just like that, and that's how easy it is. So I'll go ahead and cut these out here. Whenever you cut out something like this, if you use a plasma cutter, you're going to have rag, and if you use something like a pair of shears or something, you're going to have draft. The draft is you're going to pull down. It's going to have a bit of drag to it and leave a bit of rough edge. That all needs to be straightened and filed back up true before you can use it as an accurate template. Otherwise, what you end up having is, if it's too rough, when you go to draw it on another piece of steel to cut that piece of steel out, it just, you know, it makes a really squabbly line, and it's hard to get things accurate that way. So anyways, that's a real quick, easy way of how you make your, you know, a soft template. You can make this anything you want. We could turn around and go ahead and make this into a leaf real quick, just make a different type of leaf. Again, folding this over, doesn't have to be a whole lot. Conservative. We're just going to do whatever. We're just going to make a simple leaf bowl design. Bam. Like that. Wham, bam, thank you, man. Cut that off. You can see how quickly and addicting this can become. You cut out all your templates this way. You make bowls. You make all sorts of weird, odd shapes this way. And voila. Now you have a leaf. Very simple, very quick, very efficient. As another note, I will go ahead and include a free download of these specific ones that I just made up here, drawn up there. Hell, I'll even throw that one in there as a kicker, that you can just print off online if you want. I have a lot of templates, free templates, and I have an entire template bundle that you can buy that has every single template I've ever used in like my last well, 10 years or so of doing this. It's got every single, well, 11 years now. 11 years of doing this. It has every single template I've ever used in that bundle, and you can check that out over at blacksmithpdfs.com. It's a great way of supporting this channel, and there's a load of free ones too down there that you can get. Everything from oak leaves to cantus leaves to regular leaves and whatnots. And plus side, they're already drawn. All you gotta do is print it off with the copier and cut it out. So, and make yourself hard templates right away. So that's it for today. I hope you found this video informative and helpful. Drop your questions or comments or complaints down in the comment section down below. Always look forward to hearing from you. And if you'd like to support what we do here at Christ Center Ironworks, a great way of doing that is just share this video around with your friends. We do appreciate that type of support. That's it for today. Without further ado, God bless you, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.